Oh, would you look at that, folks? It is wet qualifying. This is sure to bring out some action here. This will separate the quick drivers from the drivers who have no idea what they're doing. So it'll be interesting to see the split strategies. I wonder what the race is, but I think the race over my radio um, that I think the race is going to be damp. So it'll be interesting to see differing strategies. But yeah. Let's see who comes out first. Everyone's probably trying to put on their setups and all that. But here we go. Looks like Brazy09 is the first one out of the pits. Both Haas boys out of the pits. So Brazy and his teammate Heatwave. Looks a little bit greasy out there right now, but they are, well, Brazy's on soft. Let's check about Heatwave. Heatwave is also on soft, so ooh, big drift from Heatwave coming out of the pits on an outlap. So it's not looking too quick out there right now, but it looks like Williams driver of the Sauce Boss is following them right out of the pits, and so is a McLaren of Bobro. But yeah, there we go. Looks like a Renault driver is coming out of the pits, but let's go on board with Brazy's lap when he right now is coming through Magnussen Beckett. So let's go on board for the first lap of the session and see how these track conditions are looking like. But you can see him drifting through Magnussen Beckett and through Chapel Curve. It's going to be a really hard lap to hook up here, so the people who can do it are going to shoot up to the top of the timing sheets through Stowe into Vale, and here he comes to start the first hot lap of the TTM NA tier. A TTM NA tier season something, I'm not sure, but here we go. On to the Hamilton Straight, the newly named Hamilton Straight, down to Abbey, cuts the corner, and immediately invalidates his lap. Let's go on board with his teammate, see if he'll have some better luck. But yeah, look at that steering input. It is so hard to drive right now in these conditions. Drifting every single corner into the loop and trying to get the power down to get a good exit onto the Wellington Straight, but wheel spin is immense right now. Coming in to Brooklyn's. Keeping it pretty clean, going very deep into Luffield, trying to get the power down. It's going to be super hard to get it down. He almost invalidates his lap, but keeps it within the track limits. And this is going to be a hard turn. Opting to go for 8th gear. Oh, just saving it out of that corner. Going 180 through that. It'll probably be flat in the dry, but right now it is definitely not. You can see the car sliding around every single turn. There is just no grip to be found. But here it comes. He'll get a little bit of a slipstream from his teammate, I believe. Yep. And here he comes through Vale, not Vale, through Stowe, onto Vale to end off his lap. Let's see what time this is. Pretty good lap. He's going to do a 1:35.7. The next one to come across the line is going to be the McLaren of Bobro. Has a clean lap right now, not invalidated. He's going to come across the line. Oh, a little bit of a correction through the last turn, but he's going to go faster. And Bobro, it takes provisional pull. And the Williams, I think, invalidated their lap. They might go for another one if they have the fuel to do so. But it looks like there is a racing point on a hot lap right now. Or not on a hot lap, is on an out lap, or just another warm-up lap as there's a big snap of oversteer from the Lord Gamer. He still gets purple sector though. Pretty skilled. He was not using any ERS though, as narrowly TTM Dave swerves around the racing point in his Sebastian Vettel inspired helmet. Oof. Very, very slippery out today. Hard on the brakes into the club corner. Let's see what this is going to be. Coming around the last turn. He's going to put in a 1:34.6. So time's ramping up here. The track evolution is going to be crucial. It's almost going to be the last person to set in the lap is going to go quickest. We'll see how this track dries out. Let's find someone else on a hot lap. Look like both of the Alpha Tauris are either finishing a lap or starting a lap. I think they're both finishing a lap. Let's see what this is going to be from Captain Duck. It's going to be P6, and his teammate goes right behind him. Although that was probably just a lap to give Captain Duck the slipstream as TTM Shady in the Mercedes. Looks like a little bit of a wet setup. Maybe it'll be interesting to see what kind of setups the drivers are running right now. But TTM Shady puts in a 35.5 as Dave currently sits atop the timing sheets. Brownito in the Alfa Romeo sets a lap 1:36.8. He is going to be in P8, but I'm sure we'll see these times fall. So these laps mean very little to what they're going to set today. So it looks like both the race and the qualifying are wet, but I wonder what the conditions look like for the race. It's going to be interesting to see what the different strategies are. It looks like Long Q is on an Inter's lap, but probably is not the move. But looks like Tim A is on a hot lap right now, giving the slipstream to his teammate last lap, but now this is his turn to shine, drifting through Stowe. Coming into the club corner. Let's see, going very, very deep. The brakes not working to their full potential. In this weather, almost a spin. Big tank slapper, and just around the last corner with style. 10 points with style points, but that lap is not going to be the quickest one set today. It's actually going to be the slowest one set today. Long Q's on an invalidated hot lap. Those intermediates are probably not going to be the strat to go, but Brazy in the Haas currently has purple sector 1. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. His teammate currently sitting P6. HRT Heatwave. You can see the car bouncing around the corner, trying to keep the car in balance, but look at that. He is just sliding out the car, wanting to just go away from you. All the understeer in the world. A little bit of snap of oversteer, but seems like a pretty clean lap, getting purple sector 2. This looks like a very promising lap from Brazy. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go pole. I missed it, but Lord Gamer YT set the fastest lap of the session with a 33.9. Let's see if Brazy can put himself atop that. Drifting around this corner, a little bit of oversteer, but I'm sure this lap is going to be good enough for maybe he messed up in the third sector somewhere, but that lap is only good enough for P3. Lord Gamer currently sitting on the top of the timing sheets right now. But looks like Adler is currently starting a hot lap going board here. So let's see who else is on a hot lap right now. It looks like Holder Down might be on a hot lap right now. So let's finish out this lap with him. Going into the pit, I stand corrected. I think Tim A just started a hot lap as well. But look at that oversteer. It seems The Renault of Longq validated. But I wouldn't expect him to see topping any timing sheets anytime soon. But NLF F1 invalidates his. Laplord Gamer coming out of the pits, trying to top the timing sheets. Looks like Bob Bro is on a quick lap right now. Coming through Maggots Beckett's, trying to hit the apexes, carry a lot of speed. Yeah, again, it's so difficult in these conditions, the changeable conditions. The grip changes every single corner, but he does look like he's handling it well. Unless my timing sheet is glitched, that is a purple sector too. Looking promising for Bobro. Keeping it clean, not using all the track to his advantage, but just trying to set a valid lap. And here he comes around the club corner onto the Hamilton straight, and he's going to go P4 with a 34.7. So, you know, this is a track that a lot of people are quick at, so the times are going to be so close together towards the end of this session. Let's see. Looks like the Williams Dub Z is on a invalid lap. Everyone invalidating this lap here. It's hard to get the track limits down in the rain. Doesn't look like it's drying up. Only 6 minutes left in the session, so maybe a little bit of a traffic chaos on the way to setting setting the best lap of the session. Looks like Lord Gamer is going to come across the line to set another lap of the session. Let's go on board with him in the racing point as he starts his lap onto the Hamilton straight. Looking pretty clean here. There's going to be a wide variety of setups, a big oversteer from Lord Gamer YT3 as he tries to get the best exit he can, getting all the power he can. Looks like a good exit, opening up DRS. So DRS is in use for this qualifying session. It is deemed by the race control to be safe enough to use DRS. Other than that snap of oversteer, he did get purple sector 1. But a drifting out of Luffield. That is going to kill his lap time, but let's see if he can stick with it and go even quicker than he did the first lap. Oh, almost invalidating. Looks like a clean lap. You can see the oversteer opening up DRS, coming down the hanger straight into Stowe. It is purple sector 2. Hopefully this one is a glitch and he actually goes faster. As HRT Heatwave have got a bad lap, but that's Lord Gamer invalidating his lap and diving into the pits. The Sauce Boss looks like he is on a lap. Hopefully the Williams can get a good result here, but let's go down. Res Killer, PWW Res Killer is on a hot lap right now, repping for his league in the Ferrari. This lap is a shocking lap. It's actually a 2-minute lap time. This is hopefully an outlap. Brembo decides to cut Maggots Beckett's. Sorry for pausing the game, that's my fault. TTM Shady setting purple sector 1. So let's see what he can do. The track evolution is going to ramp up here. So that wouldn't be surprised why we're seeing all these purple sectors as he comes through Cop's Corner. Not hitting the apexes as expected, but you know, more or less clean line. It's good enough for purple sector 2. As he comes through Stowe right now. Looks pretty clean, and the track looks like it is completely dry now. So these lap times are going to start to fall. So I wouldn't be surprised to see TTM Shady up at the top of the timing sheet, and he does. He goes almost a full second quicker than the Sauce Boss, who just finished the lap. But let's see who else is on a lap. It looks like the other Williams driver is finishing his lap, or is just starting their lap. Excuse me for that one. You might see a little bit of traffic here. You can see the two Alpha Tauris right in front of him, chopping away at the steering. Only 2 minutes left in the session, and the track evolution is ramping up. I mean, my timing sheet might be glitched. May be glitched because of all these purple sectors I'm seeing. But he's going to have a little bit of traffic here as the Alpha Tower moves out of the way. But here he comes, trying to set the best lap of the session. TTM Dave and Lord Gamer on hot laps are going to have... On outlaps, they're going to have to book it around the circuit if they want to improve to try to get pole. As a Sauce Boss, who finishes his lap, Dubsy's teammate goes almost 2 seconds quicker than TTM Shady. So track evolution is going to be crucial here. Whoever can set the last lap is going to have super good qualifying position. As TTM Shady impedes Dubsy's lap, that Dubsy is not going to be happy about that one. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a steward step in to, you know, give a penalty, a little bit of a penalty to that. But yeah, Dubsy, look at that. Look at the track evolution, goes 8/10 quicker than his teammate. It looks like Holder Down goes P3. A very good lap from Holder Down on a 129.0. And that is Brazy in the Haas going quickest of the day. But who can set the last lap of the session? That is the question. Looks like Brembo is starting his lap right now. There are the two McLarens out right now on their out laps. I think the Ferraris are coming across the line to finish their hot lap. So here comes Res Killer. He's going to come across the line. It's not looking like a great lap so far. He's going to set a 132.6, which is good enough for P7. A respectable position, but it looks like the Red Bull of NLF1 is going to have something to say about that. Sets a very good Sector 2, and that's going to put him P3 in the timing sheets right now. The Racing Point of Lord Gamer, I think, is about to finish his lap, and he goes pole with a 125.1, so we're, you know, officially in dry conditions here. That is definitely a dry lap time, as he has demolished P2. But it looks like most people are finishing their laps. Here comes Holder Down, Lord Gamer's teammate. The Racing Point's looking so strong here today. He's going to come across the line. It's going to be good enough for P4, 127. Someone just hopped up the time sheet, but I could not see who that was. It looks like NLF1 hopped up P7. Res Killer looks like he's on an in lap most likely. TTM Dave is definitely on a hot lap right now. Brembo in the Mercedes hops up to P2, and Long Q hops up to P4 in the Renault. But here comes TTM Dave into the club corner. He is gonna there we go. TTM Dave setting a good enough lap for P3 or 25.4. Only a couple more laps to people only a couple more people to set their laps, excuse me. Bobro going P2 in the McLaren. A very good lap from him. Looks like Brazy's on an invalid lap, so that's going to be his qualifying session. Res Killer, that's his qualifying session. It looks like Brazy is the only one out left, and that is going to be your qualifying position for the opening round of TTM. So, race is about to start. It's going to be interesting to see what the weather looks like here. It got dry in qualifying, but I have word that it is going to be wet in the race. Whether that means it's going to be intermediates, full wets, or maybe even rain on the slick compound of tire. It's going to be interesting to see the difference right now. But there's the P2 man, Bobro in the McLaren. Oh, making contact with TTM Shady or Brembo. But yeah, that is going to be our qualifying position here today, folks. Yep, there it is. Super spread out field as the track evolution was crucial. We've got Lord Gamer sitting on pole in the racing point. Got Bobro, then Dave, Brembo, Adler, Brazy, Longq, Dubsy, Holder Down, Lord Gamer's teammate, Captain Duck, NLF1, Timmy, the Sauce Boss, TTM Shady, Res Killer, Heatwave, Brownito, and that is going to round off your qualifying here today. Here we go. Oh, the glitch. Ah, no, we're good, we're good. Oh, there's no formation lap. My whole thing is glitched. Oh, but it's lights out and away we go, I guess. Looks like everyone gets away cleanly. It's a really good start from the Mercedes in the background. Everyone keeps it pretty clean. Lord Gamer is leading right now. Brembo, everyone keeps their spot. Brembo drops back. He's fighting with TTM. TTM Days has the inside line onto the Wellington Straight. And they're going side by side, and it's contact, and that's TTM Dave spinning, and Dubsy, maybe, I don't know if TTM Dave's retired from the session, but that is the yellow flag. No safety car yet. Holder Down got punted off as well. TTM Dave is still alive, so he will still be able to fight back in this race right now. Let's go on to the position change. It looks like Dubsy has made up the position, but Captain and Longq are going side by side as they make Captain. That's got to be a DNF. Yeah, a massive crash right there. That's got to bring out the safety car on the exit of Cop's Corner. Yeah, that's going to bring out the safety car. Yeah. I mean, Dave will be happy. He'll be able to change the front wing, change the tires. That's unfortunate for the Renault boys. They only have one driver there so far. But, yeah, so far the order stays relatively the same. We've got Lord Gamer still leading the pack. We got Bobro in the McLaren, Brembo in the Mercedes, and then the second McLaren. They're doing really well in this race. Both of them really high in the order right now. Brazy and the Haas right behind them. And Dubsy, Captain Duck, the Sauce Boss, making up 5 positions on the opening lap. NLF1 Racing, Timmy. Then we've got the other Ferrari of Squish making up 6 positions on the out on the first lap of this race. HRT Heatwave also making up positions, and then we've got Supreme, Holder Down, Shady, and Dave, who are both pitting. They're pitting on to the hard compounded tires, and for a new front wing. But, yeah, an eventful opening lap. A couple of contacts here and there. A DNF, which is unfortunate. Longq is going to be kicking himself, and maybe he's going to want to post that in the incident report and maybe get someone a time penalty. But, so far, no one in the top pit. I think we had everyone outside the top 10 on medium tires and everyone inside the top 10 on soft tires. The medium tire runners trying to latch onto the DRS. The soft tire runners try to gain the pace from them. Currently, Lord Gamer is doing a Lewis Hamilton and is in the front. Also qualified pole position. There we go, heating up the tires. Because there was no formation lap, so the tires are going to be bone cold off the start. Maybe that definitely did not help with the incidents, as you could clearly see by the lap 1 safety car. Safety car should be in this lap. TTM Dave will catch up to the pack. So far, an eventful first lap. Just want to get racing underway. It's been a long time under no racing speed since we started this lobby. Not much happening currently, but it'll be interesting to see if Lord Gamer runs away with it, because both McLarens are looking super fast. It was hard to tell who is the quickest in the lobby from that qualifying, but I'm sure during this race we'll get a good sense of how the season's going to go. Britain is a very objective track, so it'll be a good, you know, fortune telling to see who is a contender for the drivers, constructors, and the drivers, constructors. Am I like going crazy? The drivers championship and the constructors championship. So yeah, that is safety car in this lap. You can see the drivers heating up all their tires. Very aggressive on the weaving right there by Lord in the racing point. And here, the race is underway. He's going to power out of this last corner, not getting limited by the safety car. And here we go. We're back under racing conditions. It's a good getaway from Lord Gamer. Everyone else seems to have a clean start. No overtaking just yet, but it looks like Brazy is right on the back of TTM Adler. He's going to be wanting to make the move. It looks like HRT Heatwave is trying to get by people as the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo are going side by side, both on the medium tire compound. There's contact between those two, but they both get away from that cleanly. TTM Shady is going to be wanting to get by Holder down. He thinks he has a piece. He's going to want to get past him, but TTM Dave's right on the back of him. He's going to pull out to the side and did a little bit of a Sebastian Vettel faking out Bottas move right there. But Lord Gamer's still running away with this currently. Bobro 8/10 back. He's going to want to try to keep inside of that DRS. Everyone else is just chilling right now. Looks like Timmy is very close to NLF1, so he might want to make the move onto the Wellington Straight. A very compromised line. He's not going to get a great exit, so that'll be his dreams compromised. But HRT Heatwave right on the back. He's using a little bit of ERS. Might look for the move. But that is Timmy pulling out alongside of his senior team driver in the Red Bull right now, and he's gonna have the move done. And that's HRT Heatwave, the right end plate, coming off of the car with contact with the Red Bull of NLF1. And those two making contact. Oh, and there's a big spin from the Haas driver of Heatwave. He's dropping down the order. The stewards are gonna try to have a look at that one, of course. There's no way, there's no penalties in that situation. A big dive bomb from Squish, but does not turn out the way he expected. More close racing between these two of the senior team and the junior team a little bit with the Ferrari engine power. Looks like HRT Heatwave is going to be trying to get by TTM Shady right now on this softer compound. Squish is a big lockup trying to make the move on the Red Bull driver. All three of these drivers going very, very close. Only 2/10 are splitting these drivers right now. Brownito goes very wide, probably picking up a warning. Time penalties are going to play a big factor in this race. Squish is going to be fighting the dirty air, trying to get a good exit on to the hangar straight. He gets a good exit. Let's see if he can make the move, but It's not going to be a good enough exit. Dub Z and his teammate following super close to the Haas in front. They're going to be wanting to look to make the move, and now DRS isn't able. Will we see a big DRS train form? Looks like we already have two distinct groups right behind the Haas. The Williams driver, everyone else falling down, but a super close battle right here as Brownito tried to make the move on Squish, but was not the moment to do so. Also got Holder down right behind them. Go on board with Holder down. Squish taking a very creative line, trying to get a good exit. He's going to try to make the move using a little bit of ERS, and he's going to pull alongside and try to make the move down into Brooklyn's. And I think he's going to make that one stick. Oh, but it's side by side from these two drivers, almost contact. They both get good exits, but it's a really good exit from Brownito. NLF1 is getting swamped by Ferrari Academy drivers right now. Turns in a little bit too early, but NLF1 not getting a great line. Are they going to go side by side through Maggots and Beckett's? I think they are. Brownito getting past NLF1, and that's Timmy past the McLaren of Bobro, who dropped way down the order. He was up in P2 before. Let's go on board with his teammate, who's only 5/10 behind Brembo. DRS train forming behind Brembo right now in the McLaren. Bobro going into the pit, so something must have happened to him on that lap right there, but Brownito is trying to make the move on Squish. He thinks he has the pace. TTM Shady picking up the first time penalty of the Grand Prix for corner cutting. TTM Shady and NLF1. Well, NLF1 is being dropped currently. No wing damage. I think he's just being dropped on sheer pace right now. TTM Dave being spun off lap 1. But NLF1 has the DRS, but so does TTM Shady. He's going to try to make the move on. Dave is going to try to make the move on Shady. Both of the drivers on hard compound tire, but Shady has the inside line. Who can get a better exit out of Luffield? It looks like both of them can, but TTM Dave is going to use all his ERS, making a little bit of contact with Shady. They're going to go super duper close through this sector, but you can see the dirty air that Dave is struggling to follow in right now. Through Maggots and Beckett's, you're going to see that delta increase. It's so hard to get the car turned in with limited downforce in that dirty air. TTM Shady taking a very creative line. Dave might send one right now, but Shady, recovering well, but Shady does not look to be driving his best right now. You can see him missing the apexes. But let's go on board with the Haas driver right now, as he is right on the back of that AlphaTauri, almost making contact. He's getting a little bit squabbly on the exit, and he's going to try to make the overtake on Captain Duck very, very soon. Looks like he has the pace. You can see Captain Duck's ERS light blinking. He has 0 ERS, and Crazy is sitting pretty right now, and he's going to want to make the overtake as soon as possible. Looks like Dave got past Shady. Down the Wellington Straight. But these two, the Williams, are trying to make their way up the order right now, having a good race, trying to carry the medium runner of Sauce Boss through. But you can see a train forming right here, right on the back of Timmy. But Squish might try to make a move right here. He's going to go on the outside around Stowe. He's going to do a switchback. Yeah, he's going to go to the outside, and he's going to have that racing line. But look at that. The AlphaTauri goes deep, but it looks like he's defended that very nicely. Brembo picking up a 3-second time penalty. That's going to really affect his order. But look at these guys up here. DRS train forming right behind Brembo. He is the leader of this small DRS train. You can see all of them right here. And you can see the Williams in the background trying to catch up. Looks like the AlphaTauri of Timmy has gotten passed by Squish on the soft compound, on the medium compounded tires. Sorry about that. But let's go on board with the Haas driver. Actually, let's go on board with Captain Duck, because he's trying to make the move on the McLaren for P3, that podium position. Oh, they got super close there, almost knocking an end plate off of that AlphaTauri car. But he gets a super exit onto the hangar straight, and he's going to have the move done on the McLaren driver. Breezy getting a little bit squirmy in the background, trying to place his car in the right position. Also get by the McLaren. He's going to try to make the move into the club. Oh, but TTM Adler wants none of it and gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. As he pulls off. It's looking like a really good race for the two Williams drivers. These guys back here still keeping this DRS train going. As there's a yellow flag, and that's Squish off of the track at Abbey. That's unfortunate. He probably got sent off the circuit. That's unfortunate for him. NLF1 also had a major mistake, and he is dropped way down the order, or he pit. But you can see these guys going at it right now in a 4-person DRS train. And that's HRT Heatwave out of the race. He'd been on the exit of the last turn. Did he? It's a virtual safety car. Yeah, he spun it on the Hamilton straight. Wow. Unfortunate for Haas, but hopefully his teammate can make up the gap somewhat. He is in P4, so solid points for them, even with a DNF if the race finished like this. There's 16 laps to go, as Lord Gamer is gonna, you know, he's doing Hamilton stuff right now. He's getting his virtual safety car for the pits. Right, pretty much right at lap 11, which is the optimal place to pit. So, yeah, all the drivers right now going into the pits here. The AlphaTauri driver, the Haas driver, Williams driver. Oh, I think AlphaTauri may have... No, they didn't double stack. So, Lord Gamer coming out right behind this DRS train as we are now under green flag running, as he gets a little bit loose. I thought he may have been down from behind, but it was just his own fault, as he has a DRS. TTM Shitty does not, and that interestingly enough. But you can see the chaos happening right in front of Lord Gamer. He's going to try to avoid contact at all costs, try to keep his front wing intact. But let's see how Lord Gamer decides to go about picking these guys off one by one. You can see how much pace Lord has compared to these guys on the harder tire. Gets a really good exit. TTM Dave taking a little bit of grass as he pulls out to the left of the AlphaTauri. Lord has nowhere to go. He wants to overtake him, but there's no track to do it. He's going to go down the inside of Dave, but he's not going to have the move done. Oh, Tammy goes defensive, and it's contact from all three of them. Oof, and Lord Gamer gets a big snap of oversteer as he is falling off of TTM Dave right now, and Tammy, as they're going side by side. Lord Gamer is trying to get by these guys, but nothing is working. They're taking up all of the track, and that's contact, almost taking out Lord Gamer. but TTM Dave getting better traction. Lord Gamer cannot find a way by these two drivers. This is super close racing right here. Lord Gamer, I'm sure, is going to be screaming at these two. Move out of the way. I'm way quicker than you on the fresher and softer compounded tire as he makes contact with the AlphaTauri driver who is right on the back of the Ferrari as TTM Dave gets by the AlphaTauri. But here comes Lord. He might try to send one into Cop's corner. No, but taking it super conservative. You can see the dirty air working its magic. But look at the speed he carries through there. He must have the AlphaTauri into the next turn right now. Opening up DRS, using all the ERS, trying to get past Tim A. But nothing's going right now as Tim A is swerving all over the place. But it looks like Lord tried to go for a double overtake. But Tim A fights back. He's late on the brakes. Tim A leaves the space. Oh, big snap of oversteer from Lord, and that's going to allow TTM Shady to get himself in this battle. As Lord picks up a time penalty after squabbling around Club, he picks up multiple warnings. He's trying to get past this AlphaTauri, but this AlphaTauri is not leaving any space whatsoever for the leader, the effective leader of this race. But there he goes. But look how much time he's lost to Dave. Let's go on board with Brazy right now, who's making contact with NLF1, trying to get by. He picks up a 3-second time penalty, but he's going to try to make the move down into Brooklands. It looks like he's going to have that done, move back onto the racing line. But Captain Duck is trying to make a move around the outside of left field. Is the Red Bull driver going to leave the space? Yes, he is. Super clean driving from these two, and that's going to allow Captain Duck to get the better traction and go round the outside of NLF1. Look at the Williams driver right on the back of the Red Bull driver right now. They're both fighting this one out. The Red Bull having DRS from the car in front. So this is going to be interesting to see if the Williams driver goes for the move here. He has no ERS, though. You can see his flashing light in the back. Ooh, a little bit of contact, but I think the Williams driver is going to have the move done. But look at that. The Red Bull driver fights back, but the Williams driver gets the traction, all he needs to get out of that corner, and he's going to have that move done and dusted. Lord Gamer is closing up to the back of TTM Dave right now, and Brownito Supreme in the Alfa Romeo, opening up DRS. I think Lord Gamer is going to try the move into Brooklands. TTM Dave goes super defensive. Lord Gamer is going to have to go around the outside. A little bit of contact, but I think Lord Gamer is going to have the move done, and he is now set free to attack Brownito and the Sauce Boss. Sauce Boss might need to make a pit. Not sure, though. But, ooh, I think they are going to try to go side by side. Maggots and Beckett's. And that's Lord Gamer through. Brownito not wanting to fight that one. And letting Lord Gamer through to go attack the Williams in first place. Let's go down to Captain Duck, who's trying to make the move on Brazy, or stay in his DRS, get all the pace he needs, but Brembo is right on the back of this Red Bull. This Red Bull is having shocking pace right now. Maybe he has front wing damage, but I think Brembo is going to have the move easily done down the hangar straight. Captain Duck right on the back of the Haas. Could he possibly have the move done in the next couple laps? Everyone right now pretty much sitting on 3 seconds of time penalties. We have a couple people with 5 seconds of time penalties, but I think NLF1 is going to go into the pits. Is he going to make a front wing change? He's not making a front wing change. I think maybe he was just on very old tires. That was not the strategy to go for. Both McLarens, who looked super good at the start of this race, have dropped way back in the order. Brembo has now caught up to Dub Z in the Williams. Brembo might try to make the move right here. Look at the speed he is carrying into Stowe. Yeah, Dub Z goes super wide, and that's going to be an easy move for Brembo. Captain Duck sticking with the Haas driver right now. TTM Shady has caught up to Brownito. Big lockup from Supreme right there. TTM Shady compromises his line to get a better exit on the straight. Brownito not having DRS of the car in front, so that's going to leave him as a sitting duck after Magnussen Beckett onto the hanger straight. Holder down picks up a 3-second time penalty. And a left one picks up another second time penalty, which puts him up to 11 seconds right now. TTM Shady trying to get the better exit out of Chapel. Brownito gets a little bit squirmy. I think TTM Shady is going to try to make a move. You can see Brownito's ERS light flashing, and that's going to allow TTM Shady to go down the inside of Stowe and have an easy move done. TTM Shady and TTM Dave from the back of the pack making their way up the order right now. As the Sauce Boss pits finally. I don't know. He went 17 laps on mediums. He was on the alternate strategy. But this allows Lore to have clean air for the rest of this race. Hopefully he can keep everything clean and he'll have this one done and dusted and maximum points here. Here comes Squish. I think Squish is going to try to make a move on Lord Gamer's teammate. Very split paces here between those racing points. Holder down having not great pace here today, and Lord Gamer looking to be super duper quick. But Bobber right on the back of Supreme, who's dropped down the order a little bit. Ten laps to go here at Silverstone. Anything can happen. We could see a safety car happen, but I think Bobber is trying to make the move right here on the Alfa Romeo. Captain Duck picking up another time penalty. He's in 5th right now, so looking pretty quick. Everyone seems to be settling into their pace right now. Dubsy has the DRS on Brembo in the Mercedes. Dubsy is really closing in right now on the Mercedes, so he's going to try to make the move on Brembo. Everyone else is spreading out. The smallest gap right now is these two, as Squish makes contact with Hold It Down. Hold It Down has a little bit of oversteer, but that's going to be Squish up into P14, and that's going to be Hold It Down into last place. Dubsy picking up 3-second time penalty. No ERS to be seen by either of the two up front, by Brembo or Dubsy. Looks like Brembo is pulling away right now on the two Williams. So I think, he's found some new pace compared to the two Williams behind him, who are have been sticking together this whole race. But immediately when I say that Brembo's pulling away, it looks like the Sauce Boss has found some new paces. Brembo looks like he's down on ERS. Oh, yes, he is. He's very down on ERS. And Sauce Boss looks like he has all the pace in the world right now on those soft tires. Ooh. Faked Brembo out a little bit there. Squish picking up another time penalty, which puts him at 11 seconds. Same with NLF1. Oh, Brembo taking a very wide line. Sauce Boss almost putting his car in between the gap between the Apex and the Mercedes, but he's going to use all his overtake down the Wellington Straight. Is he going to have the move done into Brooklands? Opting not to send it, but having a better line through Brooklands into Luffield. Sauce Boss is going to have the superior traction. Only 5 laps to go here at Silverstone as the Sauce Boss and Brembo are going to be side by side as they enter Maggots and Beckett's, and it looks like the Sauce Boss is going to have that move done on the Mercedes driver. A very good move from the Williams, which puts him up into P6. He'll be chasing that gap to Captain Duck to get within 3 seconds before the end of the race so he can get even another position. TTM Shady and TTM Dave, you have to say, have had really good races considering their lap 1 incidents. Dave got punted off lap 1 and put on the hard tires. And look at his pace right now, all the way up into P2, and TTM Shady right behind him. Both of these drivers looking super strong here today. Looks like Bobro went into the pits, and that's going to have NLF1 pass him. They'll probably be trying to steal fastest lap off the top runners. Let's go on board right now with TTM Adler, who's catching up to Dub Z on medium tires. Not much action happening right now on the track. It looks like this is going to be approximately what our finishing order looks like, as there's only 3 laps left in this race. Yeah, it looks like Bobro got past Squish as he takes a purple sector 3, as he probably starts a hot lap to try to steal the fastest lap off the top runners and make sure that Lord Gamer does not take maximum points. You know, that 1 point could be crucial in the future. You never know. It looks like Holder Down has also gone into the pits, probably also trying to steal the fastest lap, but I don't know why he would want to go for fastest lap and steal it off his teammate. But right now, let's see who has fastest lap. Fastest lap currently is Lord Gamer, so Holder Down probably isn't going to want to steal that. It's off. Or no, it's on. Yeah, so that's going to have Adler getting a slipstream from Holder Down, a little bit of dirty air as Adler goes through back marker of Holder Down. Bobro steals the fastest lap, but Bobro is outside the top 10, so that's not going to count for him unless he makes up a couple more positions in these closing laps. Oh, that's Adler getting very, very loose. He's trying. I mean, he just has to stay within 4 seconds of Dub Z to get the position. But Dub Z has no ERS, so it looks like that's going to be an easy task for him, as there is only about 1.5 laps left in this Grand Prix. Bobro picks up another time penalty. Or the only person who was on no time penalties picked up a 3-second at the end of the race there. Looks like a pretty chilled race now that we are coming to the closing laps of this Grand Prix. On the mini map, you can see Lord Gamer on the hanger straight. He is going to go to start the final lap. And here comes Lord Gamer around on to the Hamilton straight. And he is going to start the last lap of this Grand Prix. So far, he has had convincing pace, leading almost every single lap, having a little bit of a squabble with some hard tire runners with Dave, TTM Shady, and of course Tim A, who was very sporadic, I must say. But it has been a convincing result from Lord Gamer here today, taking pole in a tricky qualifying session with rain, but everyone's still on slicks. Here he comes out of left field on to the back straight. Through Cop's Corner into Maggots and Beckett's for one last time. His teammate picking up another time penalty as the race closes in. He pit during the latter half of this race, but here Lord comes through Stowe, just has to keep his car out of the wall as he comes in to the club corner, and here he goes. Lord Gamer is gonna put that pink racing point across the line in P1 to take home maximum points here, minus fastest lap for TTM and A tier round 1. TTM Dave is going to come across the line in P2. A terrific comeback drive from him and Shady. Brazy in P4. Good points for Haas. Then we've got Captain Duck, the Sauce Boss. Then Brembo, TTM Adler, who got by Dubsy on track. Dubsy comes in right behind him. Then we've got Supreme, Tim A, Bobro, and then we've got Table Squish and NLF1 and Holder Down, who also finished because he was a lap down. But after penalties, this is our running order. And Bobro steals fastest lap on the last lap of the Grand Prix. But there you have it. That is the end of round 1 at Silverstone for TTM. Driver of the day, TTM Shady, with a terrific comeback drive. But be sure to check out the Discord to see who the Discord votes to be driver of the day. I'll let you enjoy this podium celebration. Alright, well, but there you have it, folks, your running order for the British Grand Prix. So I'll see you guys.
That is everything for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. For more TTM content, check out the video in the top right. And to join the TTM community, take a look at the link in the description. Until next time, see you on track.